You know that feeling, right? You're facing a huge decision and it feels like you're at a fork in the road, deep in some dark forest, a choice that's going to define everything that comes after. And in that moment, there's always that one single, paralyzing question that just echoes in your mind. I mean, what if this career you're about to pick just leads to a dead end? Or what if the person you commit to is the wrong one? You're terrified you'll look back in 20 years and just be filled with regret, realizing you made a catastrophic mistake you can never, ever undo. And look, this fear is totally real. It's this deep anxiety of being locked into a single, irreversible future. We picture our lives as this one straight line, and if we pick the wrong direction, well, we feel like we're lost for good. But what if that whole model is just wrong? What if instead of a single fragile path, your life is something way more resilient, way more intelligent, and infinitely more adaptable? To find a better way of looking at it, we actually have to look down into the Earth itself and learn from one of the planet's oldest and, believe it or not, wisest organisms. Okay, so what you're looking at here is mycelium. It's the super intricate web-like root structure of fungi. Think of it as nature's hidden brain. It's this living, breathing underground network that doesn't just connect the entire forest. It actually holds a really profound logic for how to navigate the world, and we can borrow that logic for ourselves. And this is where it gets wild. You'd probably be shocked to learn how deeply connected we are to fungi. Get this, we actually share over half of our DNA with them. They even breathe like we do. They inhale oxygen and exhale CO2. Their network structure, it's a mirror image of the neural connections in our own brains and even the cosmic web of the entire universe. And when you've mastered survival for 500 million years, yeah, you've probably got a few things to teach us. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to borrow their strategy. We're calling it Mycelial Logic. It's basically a set of simple but really powerful rules for making decisions and navigating those big crossroads in your life, not by picking one single path, but by cultivating an entire network. All right, so rule number 1 of mycelial logic is all about exploration. See, a mycelial network never, ever bets everything on just one direction. It doesn't send out one single giant root and just hope for the best. No, it does something much, much smarter. It sends out thousands of these tiny little exploratory threads called hyphae in every direction at once. Each one is like a low-cost experiment, just gathering data about what's out there. So for us, what does that look like? Well, it means you got to stop thinking you have to go all in on one career right away. Instead, just test things out lightly. Go take that weekend coding workshop, join a community garden, start a blog about something you're passionate about. You're just gathering info without risking the whole farm. Okay, so you've sent out all those little feelers. Now what? Well, this next part is absolutely crucial. The network is constantly sensing feedback from all of those threads. And when one of them finds something good, a pocket of nutrients, some water, a real source of energy, it sends a signal back to the core. Then the whole network intelligently redirects its resources, sending more energy to strengthen that successful pathway, making it thicker, stronger, more robust. This is exactly what we need to do. Pay attention to the feedback in your own life. Maybe that coding workshop leads to a small freelance gig that you actually love, or that community garden introduces you to a new best friend. Which project gives you that jolt of energy? That's your sign. Double down on those. Send your energy where you're getting a positive return. Okay, now this next rule is just as important as the last one, but honestly, it's the one we all struggle with the most. What does the network do when one of its branches finds nothing? When it hits a dead end, a patch of dry, totally nutrient-poor soil? It just lets it go. It stops sending precious energy to that branch and simply allows it to wither away. It intelligently prunes its own network to save those finite resources for more promising growth. For us, this is the art of letting go of what isn't serving us anymore. That blog you started, if it feels like a total chore and just drains your Sunday nights, you can just stop. It's not a failure. It's a strategic reallocation of your life force. This quote just nails that feeling, doesn't it? It's like a declaration of energetic freedom. That exact moment you realize you don't have to keep watering dead plants. There is so much power and liberation in that decision. And this whole process, it just keeps building on itself. It's like this constant dance because the world is always changing, right? A food source can dry up. An obstacle can appear out of nowhere. A mycelial network isn't rigid. Its entire existence is based on constant fluid adaptation. It's always rerouting, always changing its shape in response to what's really happening. This is all about having the courage to pivot. I mean, think about someone like Matthew McConaughey, who basically pruned his incredibly successful rom-com king branch so he could grow his Oscar-winning dramatic career. Or here's another great one, Slack, the communication tool millions of us use. It started as a gaming company called Glitch. When the game failed, they didn't just give up. They saw that the internal messaging tool they'd built for themselves was the real nutrient source. They rerouted their entire company and, well, the rest is history. So when you put it all together, this is your timeline compass in action. It's not one terrifying make-or-break decision, but a dynamic, natural cycle. You explore new things lightly. You sense what's giving you energy, what feels alive. You commit your focus to strengthen those flourishing branches. And just as importantly, you prune what withers. You stop being a lost traveler, and you become more like a gardener, constantly tending to the living network of your life. So let's circle all the way back to that fear we started with, the fear of choosing the wrong timeline. That fear is only even possible if you believe your life is one single fragile path. But as Mycelium shows us, that's just not how life works. Life is a network. It's messy, it's interconnected, and it's beautifully, beautifully resilient. And honestly, this might be the most freeing idea in this whole thing. If a major part of your life, a career, a relationship, the city you live in, if it turns out to be a dead end, you haven't failed. You've just discovered a dead zone. And you can prune it, you can retreat, and you can always, always grow another branch. There is no such thing as a permanent mistake, only new opportunities for growth. So just forget the single timeline. Forget about finding the one right path. Your life is a vast, interconnected living network. It's intelligent, it's adaptable, and you are its conscious cultivator. You get to decide where the energy flows. You get to choose what to strengthen, what to let go of, and where to grow next.